It's that time of year with a lot more boats out on the water, and that can result in more accidents. Well, today, Catherine Stone of Injury Florida Law is here to discuss what to do if you or a family member is injured while out on a boat. Welcome. So it's one of those things, again, you don't want to think about it. Boating's supposed to be fun, but unfortunately there are accidents.
It can also be very dangerous as well. First and foremost, obviously, if an operator of a boat or any kind of motorized vessel out on the water is intoxicated and causes a crash, they're not only in trouble criminally, but they're also going to be in trouble liability-wise. And a lot of times people think that, in order to have a boating accident, it has to be between two vessels. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So, for instance, if you're on a boat and the operator of the boat is negligent and crashes into some rocks, or, crashes into a bridge, or whatever it may be, that still qualifies as an accident, that if you sustain injuries as a result of that collision, that you can seek liability against that person or the owner of the boat. There's also, I know there's a lot of companies out there that rent or lease boats to individuals. So if the accident occurs because of negligence in maintaining that boat, then they can be held liable as well too. And also the manufacturers of boats can be held liable if there's a defect with regards to the boat that causes an accident. One thing that's kind of interesting that I had come up a couple of years ago was a boat ended up colliding with a sailboat, and the boat owner kept maintaining that the sailboat went in his way.
Was it fault?
Well, from what we later found out, because I'm not a boater, so I had to kind of research this, was that water vessels are required to yield to sailboats. And so the accident was presumed to be the motorized boat's responsibility.
Interesting. So I like, too, that we're talking about something that you necessarily would not know unless you are a boater. And I think so many times, especially you get invited to come out on people's boats, and you're with friends and you're with family, and it might be a new culture to you.
And you can also, as an owner of a boat, and let's say you allow someone on your boat who doesn't really know how to operate a boat, or you lend that person your boat and they cause an accident, then not only is the operator of the boat responsible, but the owner of the boat for allowing someone who's not properly trained to operate a boat can be liable as well.
Because I'm assuming you see that happen. People are just trying to do the nice thing and help out their friends, and here, take it for the weekend kind of thing.
And you might think that your friend or your neighbor knows how to operate a boat, and then come to find out they don't.
And that's coming back on you.
Right.
Wow, this is definitely a good one.
And especially, every time I go across one of the bridges and I look at the water and I think, let's call our friends and go out on the boat. That's the time of year that unfortunately things do happen with regards to that.
And just out of curiosity, if you are involved in an accident, of course, calling someone like yourself is definitely beneficial, but seeking medical help.
Seeking medical treatment, it's almost the same as an auto accident case. In other words, you need to seek medical care, seek legal counsel. We need to put the owner of the boat on notice. Again, it needs to be reported to the police so that they can do an investigation, and so that we can get the proper insurance information for that boat and put them on timely notice.
And just like an auto accident.
It's just like an auto accident.
It's good to know. Another good topic, Catherine. We appreciate your time as always. If you've got questions, have unfortunately found yourself in an accident, of course, Catherine and her team can help. There's the information you see on your screen so that you can get in touch today.